Hey everyone! Today I'm taking you with me to Ceuta, a tiny city between two continents, where Europe and Africa meets across the Strait of Gibraltar. And where is it, you will ask? Well, God knows exactly where, somewhere at the edge of the world. Maybe you haven't heard about Ceuta before, and honestly I haven't either, until life brought me here. Ceuta is an autonomous city of Spain on the North African coast. Bordered by Morocco, it lies along the boundary between the Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. Still, Ceuta is not the only remote city of Spain. There is Melilla, another autonomous city located about 250 kilometers east of Ceuta. Ceuta has been an important port since ancient times, shaped by many different cultures over the centuries. The Portuguese took it in the 15th century, and when Portugal became independent, Ceuta chose to remain with Spain. In ancient times, Ceuta was linked to the legend of Pillars of Hercules, which marked the boundaries between the known and unknown world. One pillar was believed to stand here in Ceuta and the other on the Rock of Gibraltar, guarding the entrance to the Mediterranean. Today, this myth is remembered through the Hercules statue placed by the Bay of Ceuta in 2006. As well, Ceuta's flag and coat of arms comes from the Portuguese past. The design is similar to Lisbon's flag and reminds us that Ceuta was once under the Portuguese rule, later becoming part of Spain in 1640. Since the city is located on the north of the African continent, the distance from the mainland Spain on a ferry takes about 1 hour. Several companies operate ferry across the Strait of Gibraltar, connecting Spain with Morocco and Ceuta. The main operators are Balearia, FRS, Transmediterranea, and Africa-Morocco Link. They run routes between Algeciras, Tarifa, Tangier, and Ceuta, offering both passenger and freight service. Another way to reach Ceuta is by helicopter. There are regular flights from Algeciras and Malaga, making travel quick and convenient. Ceuta and Algeciras heliport help connect the city to the mainland Spain, supporting tourism, business, and fast travel. The heliport is located by the port area, and it includes a small terminal, helicopter parking, and maintenance facilities. The helicopters play a key role in the emergency situation, including medical transfer, allowing patients to be moved quickly to the mainland hospitals. And how we pronounce it correctly. In English will be pronounced as Ceuta, in Spanish Ceuta, and in Moroccan Arabic Sabta. Ceuta lies about 17 kilometers from the province of Cadiz on the Spanish mainland across the Strait of Gibraltar, and it shares a 6.4 kilometers land border with Mdik in the Kingdom of Morocco. It has an area of 18.5 kilometers square and is dominated by two hills, Monte Añerra, which is guarded by a Spanish fort, and Monte Acho, which might be one of the legendary Pillars of Hercules. As of the latest official counts, Ceuta has around 83 to 84,000 inhabitants, with recent data placing the population at approximately 83,300 residents. Ceuta is one of the special member state territories of the European Union. In in March 1995 becomes an autonomous city. Unlike Melilla and the Canary Islands, was classified as the free port before Spain joined the European Union. Its population is predominantly Christians and Muslim, with a small minority of Jewish and Hindus from Pakistan. Spanish is the official language, while Arabic is also widely spoken. What makes Ceuta different from the mainland and from the islands? The climate. For the weather, this area has a tropical climate with hot temperatures year-round, high humidity and significant rainfall. Winter in Ceuta is mild and humid, with temperatures usually around 15–18 degrees Celsius. It often feels cooler because of the wind and moisture, and rainy days are common, especially compared to southern Spain. In spring, the temperatures are encouraging, very slow, 1 degree in 2 weeks. What about summer? Did you know that Ceuta has a weather phenomenon called taro? This term describes a persistent, dense sea fog observed along the Mediterranean coast, mostly from Malaga to Ceuta. Taro forms during the summer months, especially in June and August, when warm, moist air from the south interacts with the cooler surface of the sea. Taro can remain throughout the day, significantly reducing visibility. The fog brings a drop in temperature, cooling the environment by up to 4 or 5 degrees Celsius, providing a refreshing respite during hot summer days. Understanding taro is essential for locals and visitors, as it influences daily activities and contributes to the unique atmospheric conditions of the region. The high humidity raises up to 80–90%. If you spend some time in Ceuta, you will see that weather here often changes depending on which wind is blowing through the Strait of Gibraltar. Levante or Poniente. Levante is a warm, very humid wind coming from the east. It often brings sticky air, haze, and can make summer days feel heavy but slightly cooler.
And if the night gets cold, let's turn up the heat, yeah.
Poniente is dry, fresher wind coming from the west. It brings clear skies, lower humidity, and more comfortable temperatures even in summer. These two winds strongly influence Ceuta's weather and how seasons feel day to day. In summary, Ceuta's winters are marked by mild temperature, subtropical rainfall, and high humidity. Summers are warm and hot, with lots of sunshine, low rainfall, and weather strongly influenced by Levante and Poniente winds. Spring and autumn are generally pleasant and mild, with more comfortable temperatures, occasional rain, and changing winds that make the weather feel fresher.
Nothing can come in between us, 'cause your breath's the rhythm pulling me deeper. You know I'm caught in gravity, falling. I can't believe this night just belongs to me and you. Can you feel me? And when the lights get low, let the shadows steal the show. Are you down for it? Tell me, are you down for it? I'm ready for the thrill, yeah. No holding back, it's real, baby, it's real, baby.
Ceuta previously was a free port and today benefits from a low tax system within the European Economic and Monetary Union. The official currency of Ceuta is the euro. It is part of the special low tax zone in Spain. Its economy relies on its expanding port, retail and industrial sectors. The city has active borders trade with Morocco. The port connects Ceuta to mainland Spain and the nearest airport is in Morocco. Ceuta has several hospitals, including the University Hospital, Primary Care Emergency Service and the Spanish Military Hospital.
Hoy mis deudas reciben perdón, pago por el show. Me siento feliz porque si no soy yo, pues quién. Todos caen a mi lado. El freno lo arranqué. Me siento feliz porque yo no dudo mi power.
Leaving the city center, the road follows the coastal side of Ceuta, going either towards Monteacho on one side or Benzu on the other. So let's drive towards Benzu along the coastal road. It's a very nice drive. You have the sea on one side, you can see the Rock of Gibraltar in the distance, and there are always people walking or jogging along the road.
Tantas estrellas brillan, quiero un carro que corra más.
Benzu is a very quiet area surrounded by hills and nature, and it feels quite different from the city center.
Voy a vivir porque si yo no soy yo, pues quién. Todos caen a mi lado. Los frenos los arranqué. Me siento feliz porque vivo mi vida centrada.
From Benzu you can clearly see the border fence that separates Ceuta from Morocco. It's a strange feeling to be so close to another country and actually see the border in front of you. It's not a place where you stay for long, but it's interesting to see it in real time, especially if it's your first time in Ceuta. For me, it's more about understanding the geography of the city and how close everything is.
I like luxury, I like fancy things, shine on my body, live like royalty.
Life in this small town feels slow and simple. There aren't many shops or cafes, and most people seem to know each other.
I'm not just in need party, born to live in luxury.
You can feel that it's a residential area where daily routines matter more than tourism. Living there feels a bit isolated, but at the same time peaceful, especially if you like quiet places and don't need much happening around you. Leaving Benzu, we follow the road as it goes through the small forest of Monteañera. The drive is quiet and slowly the city opens up below. We arrive at Mirador de Isabel, the most iconic viewpoint in Ceuta. From here you can see the entire city, the port and the surrounding coastline, which makes it a popular stop for both locals and visitors.
Be worthy of the crown. I'm not just any party, born to live in luxury. I work too hard on my...
One more thing about Ceuta is the Maritime Park, Parque Marítimo del Mediterráneo. It was opened during the summer season and it was designed by the architect César Manrique. The park is a space created for relaxation with large saltwater lagoons, palm trees, gardens and area where you can sunbathe and disconnect. It's a perfect place to enjoy the good weather, spend time with family and simply have a good time in a calm, beautiful setting.
Let it pull you in real close. Are you down for it? Tell me, are you
Another important historical landmark in Ceuta that I didn't mention here are the royal walls, Murallas Reales de Ceuta, which are a line of fortification in the city. I didn't mention about them because I didn't make any video, didn't have chance to go there and to make a beautiful video. The walls date to 962 in its older part and the most modern parts to the 18th century. They were built to protect the city and separate it from the Almina Peninsula, with a saltwater moat around them. Today, 2 bridges cross the moat and the walls are an important historical monument in Ceuta. And that's pretty much all about Ceuta. This small city really surprised me. It has a unique mix of culture, a vibrant town atmosphere, and at the same time a very relaxed way of life. Everything feels close, easy and unhurried. It's definitely one of those places that you don't hear much about, but once you visit, you understand its charm. Whether it's for a short trip or just to experience something a bit different, I think Ceuta is absolutely worth visiting. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it and maybe even discovered a new place to add to your list. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more.